Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you are doing great. So, for grammar, we're going to be working with focus and unity. This is the writing rubric. I don't know if you remember that in this unit we are working with write as a reporter. This is focused on cause and effect essay. So you practically already read what is a cause and effect essay, and you already know how to do the chart of a cause and effect. And I don't know if you remember that we in the first unit when we were working, we had we had a rubric based on writing, and you were reading some of the stories that they have in there, and you were just checking, giving a score to this work. And after you were explaining why were you giving this score, and you realized that for writing we needed more than what you were doing so far. So practically for this work is the same that you are doing. You have to evaluate pages 126 to W to 129 W. You're going to evaluate the stories that you have in there. You're going to score them and give me a reason on why are you giving that score to it. So before we start, I would like you to read this. Colossians 3, 23 to 24. In other words, remember that everything what you're doing, your work, your activities, your daily thoughts even, do it as if you're doing it to God, because not to men. Because and also in this one, not to people, not to men, not to your friend, not to someone that is going to criticize you or something. Remember that everything what you're doing is for him, and you also are going to receive the reward of the inheritance that is given by the Lord Christ. So you have to uh, do everything as if you're doing to God. Why? Because otherwise you're going to do it great and not just going to do it like just for doing. Remember, you're going to do it because you want to to glad someone with your work, and that is the only way you're going to feel that you're doing it great, because you're doing it to show it to him, and he's going to be very glad of receive something with a lot of grace and a lot of love as the way you're doing. Okay, so please keep in mind on that. So now this is the rubric that we have on page 123W. In here the picture is not that well, but you can go to your book, go and get it. Remember that if you're going to score something that for you is pretty good, is because it's going to fill the following requirements. In this situation, it says the writing expresses a clear central idea or claim about the topic. And how well does everything go together? Well, everything in the writing goes together. First, the main idea of each paragraph goes with the central idea or claim of the paper. Then, the main idea and details within each paragraph are related. And finally, the conclusion is about the central idea or claim. So practically, this is the wow score. This is the biggest score you're giving, because you think that the work you're reading in there is pretty good and is pretty great as the one you really do when you have to do your stories. Okay. Okay, you're given a 3. Why? The writing expresses a generally clear central idea or claim about the topic. How well does everything got together? Let's see. Most of the writing got together. Remember, it doesn't says everything. It says most of the parts. So the main idea of most paragraphs goes with the central idea or claim of the paper. In most paragraphs, the main idea and details are related. Most of the conclusion is about the central idea or claim. Okay, so it doesn't get everything together, but it has a little bit less than the four, the score 4, but it's still being good. Let's see. We're given 2. Why? The writing includes a topic, but the central idea or claim is not clear. Remember when you're writing and you're giving like a lot of ideas, but you're not giving something good and you're not like being specific? That goes in here. So you have to be very careful whenever you're writing. Okay, some parts of the writing go together. The main idea of some paragraphs goes with the central idea or claims of the paper. So in this one, it's not saying everything, neither most. It is saying some parts. Some parts. It doesn't mean that everything it goes in here. In some paragraphs, the main idea and details are related. Some parts. Some of the conclusions is about the central idea or claim. Some of the conclusions, okay? So some of it doesn't mean that it's all included. It's some less, okay? Number 1, you're scoring it 1. The writing includes many topics and does not express one central or the idea or claim. Okay, so it doesn't have anything of it. So the parts of the writing do not go together. It doesn't says everything, neither most, neither some. It says do not go together. Practically, what you have in here is nothing of the first one, okay? So few paragraphs have a main idea, or the main idea does not go with the central idea or claim of the paper. Few paragraphs contain a main idea and related details, and none of the conclusion is about the central idea or claim. So practically this one, guys, is what you need to take care of it, okay? So you need to be very careful on this, and you have to read, understand the rubric, okay? Read it, understand it. We already read it. So you need to understand it. If you're giving a 4, it's because it's great. If you're giving a 1, it's because it doesn't have anything what you require, what is required. Okay? So the same for you to your work. You can use this rubric just to verify if you're doing it well. Now we have page 125W. You have to read in here, and you have to highlight or identify the central idea, the causes and effects of the story, the conclusions, and score it. Score this work and tell me, why are you giving this a score? Okay, do it there in your book as you did previously in the last unit. Score it in there and tell me, why are you giving this score? Okay, Then we have page 126W. Okay, so in this one, it says, yeah, that you have to read page 126, 27, 28, and 29W is the same story, but the scores are not the same. So you are going to make a comparison chart. You can use the Venn diagram, the T-chart of or the box, or the list, or whatever of the charts for comparison you already know. You can use one of these and make a comparison in between these 4 pages. That is the same story. The difference is that it doesn't have the same. Okay, remember that one of the stories is going to have all the details, the other one is not. The first page is going to have all the central ideas or the main ideas, and the other one is not. The conclusions are going to be here, and the other one not. So that is what you have to do. And you have to practically, in that detail, what's missing in the pages, what's missing, and why are scored like this. So you can do it in your notebook. When you finish it, send it, please. You can send it, you can do it, you can send it to a model. And for the ones that we are working differently, don't forget to send it, please. Take your time. I'm not telling you to practically run on this, but I really need you to work, identify, analyze, comprehend everything what you're doing, because it's important that you understand. And if you don't, and if you have any questions, don't worry, send me a message and I'm gonna be glad to answer you guys. See you soon. Bye, guys.